What's good, Sober Squadron? It's your boy Nate and my boy Jamo.
What's up, guys?
We're gonna do this interview a little bit differently today. We're gonna do sort of like a podcast vibe where I'm gonna talk about myself and the homie Jamo is gonna talk about himself as well. How old are you, Jamo?
I'll be 27 in a week.
Happy early birthday.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Yeah.
My man. Hell yeah, I'm thankful for you.
Thankful for you too.
I'm thankful that you're sober.
Hell yeah.
Congrats on how long has it been?
It's been 14 months today.
14 months today, dude. That's insane.
Big stuff.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, appreciate you.
What is your drug of choice? Or drugs?
Yeah, my go-to was alcohol, for sure. Otherwise, I've had a good relationship with weed, psychedelics, things like that.
So alcohol was the only one you had an issue with?
Yeah.
What was your issue?
I mean, a lot of it. I think a lot of it just has to do with our generation and just like how normal it is to drink every night,
every day
in this society is what it comes down to. I think and I didn't feel necessarily like different from the collective, but I felt like it didn't just resonate with me personally. So that's why I gave it up.
So before you quit, were you consuming daily?
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe take a day off here and there, but I mean, I was consistently having, after work, have a couple beers, go to the bar next door after work almost every night, and wasn't good for the wallet and the paycheck either.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, not only is it not good for your body and your mind, but it's also very expensive, especially if it's daily.
Totally. And if you're going out and doing it too.
Even worse.
Yeah.
And then, you're sometimes doing cocaine along with it.
Yep.
Whippets.
Yep.
It's
the gateway.
Whatever else, bro. Whatever else you can get your hands on.
It's the gateway.
Yeah, they say weed is the gateway drug.
And a bad idea turns into a really good idea.
Yeah. You're like, I got $150 to blow. Let's get a fucking
it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, it's future Jamo's problem. So what do you like most about drinking?
What I liked most about it was I think it took whatever I was doing just to a little bit better level, whether it was skiing, working, anything.
So
going to shows.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the toughest parts about quitting for me, was doing the things that I would normally do while drinking, which was everything. And then doing those things sober. Like even video games, watching TV is not the same. Yeah. Like when you were drinking, or when you were was there ever a point that you felt like you were at your worst when you were drinking, or consuming the most, to the point where you thought it was a problem?
I wouldn't say I got to I wouldn't say I hitting rock bottom wasn't necessarily what led me to stopping. But I definitely wasn't doing great either. I felt like I was hitting a straight line in my motivation, and just everything as a whole. And then being, still in my 20s, I felt like I should be not straight lining life right now. I should be
going up. And coming into your 30s. Yeah. So you felt like your motivation kind of plateaued at a certain point.
Yep. And just my drive in general.
Yeah.
To have more success in not just career path, but just life in general.
Why do you think that is? What do you think what do you think it is about alcohol that makes you plateau?
I think it distracts you a lot, and
Yeah,
it doesn't. Yeah, it makes you kind of ball that up and throw it aside a little too often,
100%.
and it should be more the main objective.
For me, I think it just makes whatever you're doing feel fun or more fun. So I became perfectly content with not doing a whole lot. Like, when your inhibitions are non existent, like, it just kind of makes you okay with doing nothing. Like, you know,
Totally.
you
Yeah.
have no motivation, no goals, and you're okay with that because you feel good.
Yeah.
So,
Totally. It kind of numbs you to some of the bad feelings that honestly, some of the best things come from having those.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the most growth that I've ever experienced has come from negative shit. Like,
Totally. And I think that goes for everybody.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
growing being a human,
Yeah.
whether it's like heartbreak, losing a job, like getting a DUI. Thankfully, I've never
Yeah.
experienced that. At least not I got a weed DUI way like 10 years ago, way back in the day, but
Yeah.
I'm so fucking thankful that I never got an alcohol DUI.
Me too,
Like,
man.
dodged
Yeah,
that bullet so hard.
I dodged a bullet with that as well.
My God.
I dodged many bullets with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never got a DUI?
Never. Yeah. I
Dude,
was always
thank God.
pretty careful with that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that
You're a
was
great driver.
never like an I wouldn't say like a big issue that I had like where I was getting behind the wheel. Like I knew when I shouldn't be driving,
Right.
no matter how fucked up I was.
Yeah, I would say it was the
So it
same thing
was
for me. Like, I never, and this is all alleged conversation. Allegedly, when I drove drunk, it wasn't like hammered drunk.
yeah.
Again, this is all theoretical. But yeah, I always knew my limit. Like, if I was like actually inebriated, then obviously I wouldn't get behind the wheel. But
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah. Which I mean it's like you at the time also it's like you might think that you are good to drive
that's true.
until you're not, and that's
That's
when
true.
something bad happens.
Right.
Fortunately for either of us that never happened though.
Yeah,
So
thank God.
yeah.
Like, sometimes you don't really have a choice. It's like I could either, sleep in my car and risk like somebody pulling up on you and being like, "What the fuck? Why is this dude sleeping in his car?" Or you could just send it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's very easy to just want to go home
oh my
and
God.
risk it for the biscuit.
Oh yeah. I'd risk anything for my fucking bed
Yeah.
and some fucking goldfish and SpongeBob.
Yeah, your snacks at home and
Exactly.
little TV.
Yeah, I'd risk anything for that shit. Thank God that never happened. That's one thing that I am super grateful for being sober now is just not having to worry about that because I work. You know that I work at a liquor store, right?
Yeah, as of recently, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been working there for like a year ish,
Okay.
but I mean, I would. And it's weird because I wouldn't buy the liquor there, but every day before I went into work, I would go to the liquor store that was the closest to my house, pick up a pint of whiskey, and then have it in my bag, and then go into work, and then kill that pint while I was working.
Yeah.
And that's how I would get through my shift. And so by the end of that, I'm a pint deep, and then I would have to drive home.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful that I like don't have to worry about that anymore
Yeah.
because that could have gone so horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm also thankful that I have, like a newer Subaru, so I'm like kind of low key. Like, I don't have a bunch of degenerate bumper stickers and
Yeah.
shit on my car like I used to. Or,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Like my fear of cops has just gone down.
Yeah.
In the last year.
That's dude, for real. That's a huge upside to being sober. Don't fucking drive drunk. It's just not worth it.
Yep.
There's never a point that it's worth it. And
Never.
we can sit here and say that we are risking it for the biscuit and doing whatever
Yeah.
we can to get to our beds, but it's
Yeah.
none of those times are really that worth it.
Yeah. Like it might sound like we're talking lightly and joking about it, but it's
Yeah,
serious stuff.
that's serious shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like to hear about people who have gotten their like fourth, fifth, sixth DUI, like
It's terrible.
it's insane. Like a homie's, or hearing about like homies, family or friends or whoever it may be that have gone through that shit. Once you get to your like, your third, fourth DUI, like I think it becomes a felony at a certain point.
Yeah.
And, not only that, but you're also putting other people in danger.
Totally. Yeah,
Like
that's one of the laws where it's like that is a law for a very
for
good
a
reason.
very good reason. Yeah, because it's not just you have to worry about. It's
Yeah,
literally it could be anybody.
totally.
I could not imagine having to live with like killing somebody because you made a selfish decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That's a dark place right there.
oof.
Yeah.
If you got a DUI and killed somebody, like what do you think would be your mindset after that?
I think my life would spiral in a downhill direction pretty
Oh
quickly.
yeah,
Yeah.
same. And I think that's like it's just a vicious cycle because a lot of people who do go through that continue to drink because they're trying to cover up their mistakes and numb themselves from that pain. And then
Yep.
that's just like making it worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that. Don't ever drive drunk. That's the moral of the story there.
Don't do it.
How much a week would you spend on your addictions or substance use?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, probably wasn't an absurd amount. I don't have an exact number.
Yeah.
But if I did know the number, it would probably feel pretty awful.
Yeah.
Like that I was wasting
For
that
real.
much money on alcohol. Yeah, I mean, I would go out pretty consistently. Maybe a few times a week, maybe more.
And that's got to be like what, 20, $30 per
On a
night, bare minimum.
bare minimum, one of those nights probably spending more in the $60 to $80 range.
Right.
For if it's like a Saturday night or my Friday of my week,
Yeah.
or my work schedule, like it was probably getting up in the $60 range.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you're, starting to feel good, you're buying the homies shots and you're
Yeah.
getting the table around and
Yeah.
then it's just like,
Especially shots, man.
oh yeah.
It's like $6 for a shot. Poof.
Yeah.
Gone.
And that's $6 for a shot is cheap too.
Yeah.
Like I
It
went
is.
to when we went to San Diego over the summer, sitting at a rooftop bar, I was like, "Give me a well shot of tequila," and it was the nastiest shot of tequila I've ever had. Like the lime barely helped, and he hands me. I'm like, "I'll close it out after that." Hands me a receipt. 20 fucking bucks later.
Oh my God.
Plus the tip.
Yeah.
Like it's
And that bottle of tequila costed probably
$20.
Yeah.
Or,
If they bought it in bulk, it was probably like a $4 bottle
Right.
of tequila.
Oh yeah.
They just charged you $20
Insane.
for a shot of it.
I always thought about that. Like you're paying for the experience at that point. You're not paying for the actual product itself.
Totally, yeah. And that's the thing about going out is people are so willing to spend 5 times the amount on a drink than it would cost going to the store and buying it because it's got the whole social aspect to it, which I think that was a big part of it for me. Like I loved going out and drinking with friends.
You've always been a social butterfly.
That's
for sure.
I have.
Yeah, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's like, so I've asked this in both my interviews. People will say that if you drink alone, you're an alcoholic, but if you drink socially, then you're not. Do you agree with that statement?
I do not agree with that whatsoever.
Same. Yeah.
I could see where whoever said that is coming from. But at the end of the day, if you're drinking every night, whether it's by yourself or with your friends,
Yeah.
it just means that you and your friends are doing it collectively.
Right. Your
So,
friends are alcoholics too.
yeah, your friends are in the same boat. But
So, like as long as I've known you, I've never really seen you as having issues with alcohol, and maybe that's just because like you covered it up well, or you just genuinely didn't have issues.
yeah,
Do you feel like it became a problem for you at a certain point, or were you like addicted in any way?
yeah, like you're not the first one who said that, and everyone was kind of shocked when I stopped drinking. They were like, "Why?"
Yeah, I was.
Like, yeah, and yeah, to be honest, like there wasn't like I didn't feel like it was like I have to stop doing this or I'm fucked. Like
Right.
it was just something that I just knew in the long run I was going to be happy if I did it. So that was really it, and I did it, and I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
But kind of what led up to it, good buddy Logan who lives up here, Logan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't drank in I think over 3 years, and he was honestly a big influence in that decision. Um, and I'd kind of been teeing it up for a while with him, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop drinking. And
Yeah.
then I got to the point that was kind of where I was like, oh, I sounds like I want to do this, so I probably should. And then it got to a point where it's like, I kind of need to. I think if this is something that I keep talking about and teeing up, then it probably is something that needs to happen.
You kind of like
Um,
nipped it in the bud before it
yeah,
became a problem.
yeah. So we were up
Like,
at the Mishawaka for a show, um, and I was drinking a lot. Definitely kind of made a fool of myself,
okay.
um, and I think that was kind of like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
And the next morning when I was driving down the canyon, um, I had a pretty strong realization that, yeah, it's probably time.
Okay.
And then I didn't drink after that.
That was your
So
last
that
time?
was my last drink.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll kind of reverse it here. I did have a problem for sure. You knew that. I guess I'll kind of ask you like, were what were some like red flags you saw for me?
Um, I knew that you were drinking. Um, I mean, a good amount. I don't think I really saw that side a whole lot. Um, but I think more or less just the stories that you've
Okay.
shared with
Yeah.
me,
I guess you haven't really
and kind
seen.
of, yeah. I honestly don't feel like I've seen you like too bad, honestly. Which and there's been a few times where I kind of like maybe noticed it a little bit
Yeah.
at Mitch and Kai's wedding. I kind of
Yeah.
and I don't know if it was like I don't think it was because you were just really drunk, but I think I could kind of tell that you were maybe going through some stuff a little bit too.
How so?
Um, I think just like you were talking about your relationship a lot,
Yeah.
and it was all like positive things, but I almost didn't believe you fully.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it does.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like I kind of thought something was going on a
yeah.
little
I mean,
bit,
we had
but
been having issues for a little while at
yeah,
that point. Um, we definitely like fought a lot. That's for sure. And then when we would both drink, it would just get even worse.
yeah,
Like Ron and Sammy, but without the physical violence. Like,
yeah,
like we would try to talk about our issues when we were both drunk. And I mean, like at that point, I was always drunk. Like I drank every day throughout the whole day. Like the only time that I wasn't drinking was when I was sleeping,
yeah,
essentially. And I would still even like have a fucking can of beer on my bedside table, wake up in the middle of the night, take a
Yeah.
slug, and then be like, ah, I feel good, go back to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah.
So, anytime we had conversations about our relationship, like I was always inebriated.
Yeah. Totally.
So it
Alcohol, it can be
like,
a death moon in a relationship
oh yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah. Like my last relationship, yeah, Maya would bring it up all the time. Like
Yeah,
she even would tell me like straight up, like, I don't see this like working out in the long run with like your drinking and stuff.
yeah. But she also
And I
drank
was
too.
like,
So
yeah, she was definitely better about it. She's like, I don't
yeah,
really feel like she ever even was close to having a problem with it. And at the time, I didn't think I did either.
right.
Looking
Yeah,
back on it, like, oh yeah,
yeah,
it was a common conversation.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, most addicts don't think that they have a problem, or they're like in denial. I mean, mine was kind of just in a different way. Like I knew I had a problem, but I thought that I was like handling it well or navigating those problems like in a healthy way, which is just not true. Not the case. Like I definitely was in denial about certain things. Like I knew that I had a problem, but I thought I was able to still function and exist okay, because like I thought that my problem wasn't as bad as it used to be, or I had like improved, or because I was in a relationship I thought it was all good. I was like, well,
Yeah.
she still loves me, we're still together, so I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's
Totally.
what like led to that not ending well, you know, getting
Yeah.
kicked out of the apartment and having to move back in with my folks. Like, it got to a point where it became too hard for her to care for me because she wasn't caring about herself. She was
Yeah.
constantly looking after me, constantly worried about me, and that just like took a toll on her mental and physical health.
Totally. Yeah.
No, just it was not good. I was gonna say though, there was that time where we went to a show, and I did a whole bunch of ketamine and flopped, and
Yeah. That
had
was
to
at
take a little bit of an ambulance ride.
the Ogden. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I forgot
definitely,
about that.
yeah, that was definitely probably a moment that you were like, "Yo, this kid needs to chill."
Yeah. Well, we've all been there, man, with ketamine, dude.
Oh yeah, ketamine is a
It
monster of a
yeah,
drug.
doesn't take much to like overdo it like that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get out of it.
And for those of you who don't
Yeah.
know much about ketamine, it's kind of like a time release formula where it like you can do a bump of ketamine, and then you're like kind of starting to feel it, but you're like, okay, maybe I didn't take enough. So you take another bump,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, 25
Yeah.
minutes later it finally kicks in, because it takes a while to like
Yeah.
process in
And
your
it just
in your body, and
snowballs.
then it's like
Yeah.
boom.
And especially if you're mixing it with alcohol,
Oh man.
it's like twice as strong when you're drinking.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, the
Which
ketamine
was
is
the
the
only
bomb, the
time that I've done
alcohol
it.
is the fuse, and you're just drinking, 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 drinking,
Yeah.
and then it's just like,
Totally.
like, yeah, brain explosion, and then brain dead,
Yeah.
and then flop on the ground,
Yeah.
wake up in an ambulance, and
Yeah. Stuff is no joke.
yeah,
It's it's interesting how popular it is.
yeah. I keep getting ads on Instagram for like ketamine therapy.
Same. Those little gummies now too.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
then they have like the one that I keep seeing is like IV ketamine treatment is dead. Try our at home injectable ketamine.
Yeah, I
So
saw
it's
that
like
too.
you're getting people to like shoot up ketamine
Yeah, we have people
for therapy,
injecting themselves.
which seems like
Crazy.
insane to me, because
Yeah.
like people
Yeah.
who have never injected drugs before are going to be, used to doing that.
Yeah.
And
Well, and
then,
if they're doing it for therapeutic reasons,
right.
somebody that's now shooting something into their arm is it's probably not going to help their psychology
No.
too much.
And like,
But
I'm all for psychotherapy using, MDMA or mushrooms or even ketamine, but I still
yeah,
think that there's a fine line between healthy therapy and unhealthy therapy because everybody does drugs for therapeutic reasons, like,
it's a coping mechanism.
right.
No matter what, if you're doing it recreationally or medically.
And there's still a fine line between the two because, like, therapy, what's the purpose of therapy? To make you feel better, right?
Yeah.
And why do you do drugs? To make you feel better,
Yep.
It
Yeah,
just seems like,
that's a good point.
therapy is just like a better way to look at it or a better way to justify it because you're like, no, I'm not doing it to get fucked up. I'm doing
Yeah.
it to, like, cope with my
Yeah.
anxiety or depression.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like it's
Yeah.
still the
I think
same.
a lot of it is like where your issues are stemming from.
Yeah.
People, if it's coming already from addiction and things like that, it's probably not gonna do much.
Yeah.
But like for a war veteran
For sure.
that is just straight up dealing with like PTSD, I could see how that
Agreed.
would be beneficial.
Yeah. But I mean, they still will prescribe you that for addiction,
I know.
because like, and it does work for some people. Like, I'm not saying that people shouldn't do it, but if you're already an addict and you're using drugs to, like, solve your addiction, it seems like almost kind of counterintuitive.
It does.
I don't know.
Yeah, seems very counterintuitive.
Yeah, it's a weird kind of gray area. And to get people to start shooting ketamine on their own at home by themselves, unsupervised, seems sketchy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like that's one step away from shooting like other drugs.
Well, and you look at like, people that get hooked on stuff because they were prescribed it medically, like Oxy, like if you've had a procedure done, that's a totally opposite effect is
right.
You're now doing more than you need.
Yeah.
And you're doing it longer than you need it.
Right. Yeah, that's I mean, luckily they've kind of tightened up the rules on, like, prescribing opiate painkillers.
Have they?
Yeah, like there's very strict, like, guidelines for what you can prescribe it for. Like, I'm pretty sure, at least in Colorado, you can only prescribe it for like cancer and like really, really hardcore surgeries. Like, they won't prescribe it to you if you, like, just break a bone or something like that.
Yeah.
But when I was 18, 19, 20, you could literally, like, break your finger and then get perks
and
prescribed.
They'd send you home with Percocet or Hydros or something.
Yeah. Like, and it always starts as Hydros or Tramadol.
Yeah, or like you get your wisdom teeth out. Like I remember in high school, it was a huge thing. Like kids would get their wisdom teeth out and be like, "I got Percocet."
I remember that.
Like what?
Yeah, and then there were like the kids who, like, don't fuck with drugs, or they're like, "Oh, Percocet makes my tummy hurt," and then you're like, "Bet, I'll take them." Like, cough them up.
Yeah.
It's definitely not like that anymore. No, like, it used to be way different.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
Which makes me feel old saying that.
Yeah.
Like back in my day, they would prescribe Percocets for anything.
Yeah.
It's wild. We are getting old.
I know. You're getting there.
Getting up there. So when you were drinking often, like, how would you compare your social life then to now being sober?
Very different.
How so?
I feel like when I was drinking, kind of like you said, I was a social butterfly. I don't feel like a social butterfly anymore, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I feel like I really only engage with people in conversations that matter to me. Like, you're not going to find me just shooting the shit with some Chad at a bar.
Yeah, because
You
you
know?
did used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
You'd have a conversation with anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like, and even at work, like, my interactions, like, not that they're bad, but like, I don't have that like social butterfly part to me anymore,
That's
which is,
okay.
I think, kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, because it's real. Like, I felt
Right.
like maybe I was not fake, but
A little disingenuous, maybe.
a little disingenuous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitch is kind of the same way now too. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you remember Mitch when he was like, you know, back in the day, he was the biggest social butterfly, and now he's just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like more reserved into himself now. So,
Totally.
you know,
Yeah.
but there's
Like,
nothing wrong with that. I
could
think
go
it
up to
just makes it more
anybody
real.
and say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy how many of the homies are getting sober now. Like Skylar's
Yeah.
sober.
Yeah. Yeah. We were hanging out in September at Tipper.
Oh yeah.
And that was cool, like
That's
being
dope.
at Red Rocks with him, and we weren't drinking and just vibing and
That's
having
crazy.
a good time.
I don't think I've ever
Good to
done Red
see.
Rock sober.
Yeah, good to see the homies doing good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like, I feel like too, like, my friend circle has really kind of honed in, like, um and as we get old, like, there's definitely, like, it's just hard to see everybody, which is unfortunate. Like, I
Yeah.
definitely wish that we were able to hang more and stuff. But yeah, like, some of my friends in Denver, and it was interesting. I just saw this, and there's kind of like three main pillars to like what dictates a friendship, and I'm blanking on the third one, but the two important ones is energy and proximity.
Mm.
And it even said that the energy part of it, if if somebody stops drinking or this and that, that energy totally splits in half.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I was like, yeah, that's
Makes
exactly
sense.
what's happening.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Yeah, because like, you realize, like, wow, like, a big part of like a lot of my friendships was just going out and drinking.
Yeah.
So
There's a huge social aspect of it. I mean, that's
then
everybody.
and then therefore you lose the proximity too.
Right.
So
Because you're not like, if you're not wanting to get fucked up all the time, then you're not wanting to go hang out with people all the time.
totally.
And I think that like that goes into the whole genuine aspect of it. Like, you're not really genuinely friends with somebody if you want to just go out and drink with them.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing.
yeah,
It definitely just shows you who your real ones are, and it really becomes a quality over quantity
for sure.
sort of thing.
Which is better. Like, I prefer it that way.
Totally. Yeah.
Like, if you have a homie who's not going to hit you up because you don't drink, or they can't drink with you, or whatever the reason is, like, that's not really a true homie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, if that's like the main thing that you bond over, it's like not a huge,
it's not real
friendship.
Yeah, and like, everybody can bond over drinking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's got to be, it's just so surface level. Like, there's got to be more to it than just drinking. Like, so do you make like most of your friends like skiing? Because I know that's such a huge part of your life.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. That's like, I mean, just overall kind of what I bond the most over.
For sure.
Which is cool. And yeah, and that's been like such a huge part in like keeping me sane and off the booze.
Yeah.
I think, which is funny because like those things went together so well.
Oh yeah.
So well. Um, so yeah, like last season was a little rough, just not being able to crack a beer on I-70 at
Right.
9 in the morning on the
Yeah.
way to the mountain. Like
Which is good
that,
that you're not doing that anymore.
yeah,
But
that became a little too normal.
yeah,
And
for sure.
and then you go out and put a couple lift beers in your pocket.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that was super normal. And then sure enough, when you're done, you got a few more waiting for you at the car.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a big part of it. So yeah, it was a little difficult to shake that, but in the long run, like it's been great. I'm in better shape, which is
Yeah.
nice. Um,
Less dehydrated.
yeah, I just drink water now when
Yeah,
I'm
same.
skiing.
I don't really
And
like
who would have thought that
drink
that
other
makes you
shit.
ski better?
Right. Yeah, for real. So would you say that like I mean, you mentioned that it was difficult to go skiing sober, but do you think that like skiing has helped you stay sober? Like having shit to do all the time and
Totally.
keep your
Yeah.
mind active?
Yeah, I think like just in general, like you can't you can't just stop um, drinking or get sober and not have literally just something to do, something that you're passionate about, whether that's a hobby or anything. Because at the end of the day, like what alcohol was for us is it was a distraction, an escape,
It was a
and
hobby for me.
and a hobby
That was
in
my hobby.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which escapes and distractions are good,
Yeah.
but if you're using drinking as it, that's not such a good thing.
No.
But you still need something that does that for you.
Yeah.
So
For
that's
sure.
super important. Yeah.
And like for me, doing this project has been like a huge
Totally.
thing for me. Like
Yeah.
discovering a new hobby after not drinking. Like I don't know. I think that's gonna be like a huge part of my life from now on is like helping other people stay sober or get sober.
Yeah.
And like just seeing like comments on shit on my videos and like people have been like, dude, like watching your videos has helped me like want to get sober or stay sober and like that's so fucking dope.
Yeah. It's huge. It's huge.
Like
Yeah.
the girl that I interviewed before you said that the interview stopped her from relapsing
Wow.
and like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
being able to impact people's lives like that is pretty fucking insane.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
yeah,
It's got to be a good feeling.
it is a
For
good feeling.
sure.
It's a really good feeling, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super cool.
And I think it's something that'll like, you know, help improve future relationships, you know. I think that was really like the downfall of our relationship whether she wants to admit that or not. I think she would say that there was like a lot more to it than just my drinking, but I think all of those things stem from the drinking, like
Totally.
the anger, the accusations, like all of that stems from a lack of confidence, a lack of, feeling okay within my own body, like feeling okay within myself. All of that shit stems from addiction.
Totally.
Like
Um,
being able to just like live life without having to drink every single day and rely on drinking is like pretty fucking empowering, you know? Like do you ever feel like so have you really like gone out with people and like gone to bars and stuff and like had like an NA beer or something like that?
I do. Yeah, I do. Not a lot,
Yeah.
but it is something that I still like doing here and there. Um,
Right.
so yeah, like I drink NA beers, and it's it's a little weird still. Like,
Yeah.
it's not my favorite thing in the world,
Right.
but I'll still do it now and then just
Yeah.
to go see people and
Right.
hang out with the homies.
Do you feel like it was like felt empowering for you to be able to make that decision and like seeing other people still indulging in their, addictions or behaviors and being like, I made the choice to not drink,
Yeah, it's
you know?
it is, but also it also makes me feel like not the best
Yeah.
because I mean you're essentially sober around a bunch of drunk people.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Like,
so you just don't feel like you're in a good environment in general,
yeah.
um, which is whatever. But yeah, it's just like having the conversation that you would like we are right now is not the same type of conversation that you're gonna have with your homie that's had 7 beers
Right.
and you're sober.
Like they could be
Like
talking
it's
about like
pretty weird.
fucking polar bears and shit and like, and like the
Yeah.
general consensus of the conversation is that they'll
Yeah.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're
and
like
it's just
yelling into your ear.
right. And
You're
you're
like,
just like,
I'm
I don't
right in
care.
front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like when you're drinking, you just don't give a fuck. So you could literally just talk about anything. But being
Yeah.
sober, you're like, dude, I
Yeah.
don't fucking care about this conversation right
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's got to be difficult for sure.
Yeah. It's whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
like I said, I don't do that a ton for that reason.
right.
It's really not like super enjoyable
Yeah.
for me. But yeah. But I'll drink like NA beers even like in the parking lot at the ski resort. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I
It has
always
like
did
it still
seltzers.
has like you can still like have that kind of ritual side of it
Right.
without actually drinking alcohol,
Yeah.
which I like.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. Like, and I also think like if I think it can go either way. Like, I'm not saying everybody should drink NA beers and then it's going to help them not drink real beer.
Right.
If anything, could go the opposite.
Yeah.
I
Totally.
personally just felt like I don't have a problem with myself, like still being able to at least enjoy the taste of beer
Yeah.
and have like the ritual side of it still.
The oral fixation.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Exactly. Yeah. Because I do love taste of beer, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something that I think I'll always acquire.
Yeah.
Whether that's
I loved it too.
Me drinking NA beers for the rest of my life, then I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
So
I think we kind of talked about this off camera, or maybe we did talk about it on camera, but do you feel like you're going to stay sober for the rest of your life?
yeah, I think you asked me this right before we started filming. Yeah, I don't have an answer to that, and it's and I think part of me like I don't want to have an answer to that because I think it's important. Like what I was saying earlier, when you put a timestamp on something, you're just counting down days at that
Right.
point, and
That's
that's
a lot of
not.
pressure on you.
I mean, really, at that point, like if you're just setting like, okay, I'm not going to drink for a month, you're just wanting alcohol for a month. You're
Right.
not doing anything different with your actual mindset. Your body's probably going to thank you for not
Yeah.
drinking for a month, but in the long term, like if you really want to achieve a different mindset or whatever that may be, you just can't put a timestamp on it, even if that's a year
Yeah.
or anything. Like, you just gotta take it day by day and just keep going until, and then maybe one day I will have an answer to that question.
Yeah.
But as of now, not really. I would like to never drink again, but
Why is that?
who knows? I think it's important for me to like kind of set an example.
Mm.
And it's more or less for like my relatives and my family.
Okay.
Yeah, my family's just always dealt with and struggled with pretty bad alcoholism, especially the the generations before me. Um,
Like your parents?
Yep, mainly my dad's side. My mom's side
Okay.
is very straight arrow for the most part, but my
Yeah.
dad's side, there's some pretty bad alcoholism on that side of the family. And I think just to set an example, like my cousins all have kids now.
Yeah.
Um, some of my cousins stopped drinking for that same reason.
Break the cycle.
Because their father, my father, yeah, just to kind of cut the head off the snake a little bit,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
teach the next generation Poland's what's up.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a great point. The not putting a timestamp on it on your sobriety, because I think that just like put so much pressure on you. Like for me, the first time I got sober, this even the second time I got sober, I I guess the second time I got sober, I wasn't planning on staying sober like throughout the whole time. Like I knew I wanted to eventually, dip my toes back into the water and test the waters and see how it would go. And that's all I thought about. Like I was, like you said, I was counting down the days, and I don't even think I made it a full year. I think it was like 350 days or something like that. I think you were actually the first person I drank with
was
when
that
I
at the
started
Rio
drinking
when you
again.
had a
That was, yeah, it was
margarita?
at the
I
Rio.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And like people say that, the longer you're sober, the easier it gets. And that may be true for some people, but not for me. Like
Yeah.
after I hit, 300 days, it started to get harder for me to stay sober
Yeah.
because it's all I was thinking about. I was like 351, 352,
Totally. Yeah. So let me ask you this: when you had that margarita, did you immediately feel pretty bad about it, or
I felt pretty guilty.
did you feel like it was like a reward, like a good job
I
to yourself?
didn't. No, I didn't feel like it was a reward. I think I wanted to feel that way. And that was kind of my mindset was like, you've
You
earned
were
it.
going into it like,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I also felt super guilty about it because like I knew that like all the work that I had put in was just gone at that point.
yeah,
Like I knew that like, and I also knew that it was going to open the door to more problems
yeah,
because once you have that first drink, you've already made that decision. It's set in stone, and you're like, okay, well, it's already fucked, so I might as well drink however
just
much I
keep,
want after that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there was no like limiting it for me. Like I tried to only drink on the weekends. I tried to, drink. I tried to put limits on myself, but it just didn't happen in the long run. Like it went from, once a week to twice a week, and then it went to, every other day, and then it went to only at night, and then it was, all day Saturday, and then all day Sunday, and then it eventually became all day every day.
yeah,
And at night too. Like I said,
yeah,
I had a can of beer on my bedside table and I was fucking drinking that bitch
yeah,
in the middle of the night
yeah,
while ripping my vape in the middle of the
yeah,
night too, which I mean I still do that,
yeah,
which is probably not good, but
yeah,
you know, I mean my heart is definitely thanking me for not drinking and abusing nicotine at the same time, but it's still,
yeah.
I still have some vices. I'm never going to be perfect,
One
you
thing
know.
at a time. Yep,
Yeah, one thing at a time for
yep,
sure. I think that, going to therapy is going to be huge for me. Just having the YouTube channel, and having conversations like this helps a lot.
totally. Yeah.
But so I'll ask you some questions here about sobriety. I asked you, what changed about your social life. Do you feel like your identity went through a shift when you became sober? Like, did you feel like you were a different person or you viewed yourself differently?
Yeah, I would say so. I think for a while there, I think I kind of viewed myself as just kind of this crazy dude that just didn't really give a shit what other people think,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, can be a good thing, but also not so much. Like it
Yeah.
is, I think to an extent, it is important to try and like have somewhat of a good image for yourself too.
Yeah. I agree.
So that was something that changed a lot for me. I think, yeah, like I went from that guy who would just say whatever the fuck I want to
To whoever you
some
want.
person at a bar to like somebody who like really watches just my interactions overall. And I've always been like really self-aware of like things that I say to people and things like that. But I would say I'm just more aware.
Yeah, you definitely seem like more stoic,
Yeah.
a little more reserved.
Definitely more reserved. Yeah,
I think that comes with age too.
for sure.
Is like we don't need to have or maintain relationships with a whole bunch of people. Like we have our, core group of friends that we maintain.
Mm-hmm.
And, the older you get, the less of a desire you have to like want to meet new people.
Totally.
Like I like meeting new people when their, ideals kind of align with mine. But for the most part, like I don't really care about meeting new friends or,
Totally.
unless they
Yeah.
have something to add to my life, which may sound selfish, but
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, like I'm always down to meet cool people, but
yeah,
it's got to happen naturally. Like
right,
I'm not looking for it,
right,
you know.
yeah,
Which
fuck that.
before I was maybe looking for it, even if I didn't think I was, but I was. So
So how'd you meet your current girlfriend?
yeah, it's funny. I met her 2 weeks after I stopped drinking,
Okay,
which to me that I mean that's been a huge part, and I think what's been keeping me going is not just for myself, but for Ellie as well.
that's dope.
And it's been really helpful because like that's the person that she met and
Yeah,
fell in love with.
right.
So that's like a lot of pressure, but it's good pressure.
Yeah,
That's like, yeah, like if I did start drinking again, I would essentially be somebody that she's never met before
right.
and seen.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that was a big deal just because we met kind of through mutual friends, but
mm.
it was at a Red Rock show,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, wasn't drinking. Yeah, 2 weeks after I stopped, and I just started talking to her, and I immediately was like, "Damn, this chick is awesome."
Oh yeah.
Which, if I was drunk and God knows what else,
Right.
I don't even think I would have talked to her.
Really?
I don't even think I would have talked to her.
Yeah.
So that was the other thing too. Is yeah, like the stars like really kind of aligned, and she's probably gonna be watching this too. So shout out to you, babe.
What's up,
Um,
Ellie? I haven't met you yet, but you sound dope.
but yeah, she's fucking awesome, and yeah, she keeps me going for sure.
That's a great point that you made that if you started drinking again, she would be dating a different person. And that's 100% what happened to me. When I met Shiloh, I was sober.
Yeah,
And that's the person that she fell in love with.
yeah,
And when I started drinking again, she fell out of love with me because I was a different person.
yeah,
I
totally.
remember her saying, some days I have no doubt in my mind that you're the man I'm supposed to be with. And then the other half of the time, I don't know if you're the man I'm supposed to be with.
Yeah,
So it was like this constant battle, being like, I know I love this person, but I don't know if I like this person, you know,
Yeah.
like she obviously cares about me, but that's the extent of it,
Yeah.
like, and that's 100% how it was. Like, she fell in love with sober Nate. She fell out of love with drunk Nate,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where we stand. I mean, she's not going to be watching this, but
Yeah.
yeah, it sucks, man. It's been really hard. Like, I wish that I would have made these changes earlier, but at the same time, it had to happen. I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now if we were still
Yeah.
together.
Totally.
So,
Yep. Things can be blessings in disguises
yeah.
with this stuff. So,
And who knows, like, maybe in time we'll find our way back to each other again.
yeah.
It's just, I don't know if it's something that she even wants to attempt,
Yeah.
but only time will tell. And, if not, then yes, that does suck a lot, but, whatever's meant to happen is going to happen.
Totally. Yeah.
And, I don't know. We'll only time will tell. Only time will tell. So what did you like? Did you have any new habits that you developed after getting sober, whether healthy or unhealthy?
Um, not necessarily.
Kind of the same.
Yeah, like didn't replace it with anything bad,
Yeah,
which is good.
that's good.
Um, that was really important to me. Um, I think if anything, I maybe kind of like restitched my relationship with weed a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not like saying that I'm stoned all day every day,
Yeah.
because I used to do that too. That
Right.
was not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in moderation, like I don't see anything wrong with smoking weed
For sure.
before bed. And when I do, it's like once a week,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing it a lot, but
I
it is
haven't
nice.
smoked,
And
but
it definitely helps me sleep is the one thing I've noticed. If I've had like a really stressful day at work or something, my
yeah.
brain is just going
Right.
a million miles an hour. Um, Drinking a couple beers after work would shut that down
Oh
real
yeah.
quick. But now
I
it's
miss
like I
that.
have to kind of try and deal with it. And
Right.
I'm still dealing with that.
Which is healthy.
This week has been pretty difficult, even.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like having a little bit of weed before bed or having like a gummy. Like
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that.
I
And
haven't
it helps.
revisited weed since I got sober. I'm
Yeah.
just not ready to do that yet.
Yeah.
I just think, like, because for me, weed doesn't like quiet my brain down. It does the opposite.
Yeah.
And I just, I have too much shit going on. I feel like I would be really hard on myself if I smoked weed,
Yeah.
or harder on myself than I would if I didn't.
Totally. And that was me for a long time. Like I didn't touch it for probably like a year.
Yeah.
Like I kind of just started getting back into it these last couple months even. Um, which has been nice, I think, for me personally.
Yeah. Being Colorado sober.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's nice to be able to keep a good relationship with it.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that out of all the substances, that's probably one of the least harmful, or the most beneficial,
Totally.
because it does kind of like make you face your demons, which, I mean, is good and bad. But I hope one day that I can reconnect my relationship with weed,
Yeah.
but
Totally.
I'm just not ready for that right now.
Yeah.
We'll start to kind of wrap this up here. Gonna ask you a couple more questions. Do you feel more present in your life now that you're sober?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel I feel like I've kind of hit the reset button. I feel more driven. Um, I think about the future a lot, which is cool.
Yeah. It's a huge thing.
Um, yeah, which I know you said, do I feel more present? I feel more present, but I am also, yeah, able to think about the future too, which is important.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a I think there's a balance with that. I think when I was drinking a lot, I was living a little too much in the present.
Yeah.
And it was as small as wasn't planning for the next morning,
Right.
or just again just kind of like coasting and plateauing
Yeah.
through life. But now I feel like I got ideas floating around, more motivated. um yeah.
Hell yeah. So what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to get sober?
um the advice that I would give to them is just go for it. Like there's nothing stopping you, and it's not easy,
No.
but it's not supposed to be.
Right.
So, and if it were easy, um, it wouldn't be anything better than doing what you're doing currently.
Totally.
So it is. I mean, it's simple as just challenging yourself, and that goes a long way. And that's what keeps you going is
Yeah.
you're challenging yourself, um, and just take it day by day. Don't set a time stamp on it.
Yeah.
Don't count days.
100%.
Just take it day by day
Yeah.
and find things to do.
Oh
Find
yeah.
other hobbies.
That's
Find
huge.
other ways to spend your time.
Yeah.
Because just going to work and then just not filling that gap with anything else after the day or whatever, whenever,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to work out too well.
No. Yeah,
So
boredom is a huge, huge
yeah, like don't let
fucking
yourself get
roadblock.
bored. Um, like you gotta find stuff to do, whether
Yeah.
that's going on a walk. Like I go on walks a lot now.
That's
Um,
good.
I
Fuck
mean
yeah.
with Scooter obviously because he
Yeah.
has to go on walks,
Right.
but I like going on walks now.
Yeah.
Because it kind of does the same thing for me as it would having a couple beers after work. Is it just kind of I can wind down instead of going from 100 to 0.
Yeah.
I can kind of just chill out and then I get home and then I'm just
Ready to
brains
go to
shut
bed.
off a little more and
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. My last question: if you had any, like, what do you think are some misconceptions that people have about getting sober?
Um, I think the misconceptions that people might have is um that simply just stopping whatever it is that you're having an addiction with is going to fix the big things that you're seeking.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to like finding other things to do. Yeah, like you also have to go into it with the idea of undergoing a total mindset change as
For
well.
sure.
um, and you have to get rid of, you know, whether it's a drinking habit or whatever, but you have to get rid of a lot of thinking habits just in general.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that go with it, and I think the quicker that people understand that, the easier it's going to be for them
For
to
sure.
keep going.
I would say for me, and I kind of I kind of talked about it in the last interview, but I think one of the biggest misconceptions for people is that it gets easier. It doesn't get easier. Like, I mean, for
Yeah.
some people it might, but it's really something that, especially for people who are hardcore addicts and are getting sober, it's something that you have to live with every single day.
Totally.
Like
It might become more normal, but
right.
it doesn't get easier.
Yeah, but that's life.
Yeah.
Like life
Yeah.
at no point gets easier.
Totally. Yeah. And like I think the big misconception is just like if you get sober, all these good things are gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna fall in my lap.
Right.
It's not the
You
case.
still got to put in the work.
Still got to do what you were doing before.
Right. Yeah. You got to put in that work, and every day
start doing what you weren't doing before. Like things aren't just gonna happen for you.
right.
So
Yeah, that's a good one.
are you a little more able to kind of take advantage of those things that might fall in your lap? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're more available for those things to happen and pounce on them.
100%.
But they're not just things aren't just gonna start falling in your lap.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good one for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, brother. Well, thank you for coming out today.
Love you,
good
man.
to see you. Love you too, brother.
Super proud of you.
Thank you guys for thank you. I appreciate that. I'm proud of you as well, man.
Yeah.
14 months. That's awesome, dude.
Thank you, man.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
You're
love
doing
to see
good.
the
You're
homies
killing it.
recognizing and
absolutely
taking action.
Yeah,
I love
man.
to see
It's
it.
dope to see a lot of the homies.
I'm rooting
doing
for
that.
you, man, and
hell yeah.
super excited to see what happens in the future.
Thank you, brother.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you guys for watching. It's been your boy Nate. I'm still an alcoholic. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
Hell yeah.
Noise.
That was like an hour and a half.
Was it really?
Yeah, and like an hour and 15-ish minutes.
Nice.
That was the longest. It was the longest one so far.
Was it?
Yeah, my first one was an hour. The second one was 45 minutes. This one was like hour 20.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, that seemed